Hi, everybody. It's not quite 7 o'clock, but I thought I would come on early to get everybody ready for our amazing birthday huddle tonight. We're going to be talking about some things to make your birthday month just explode in these final 9 days. I've got some surprises for you. We've got Marilyn Billings going to do some amazing training, Holly Williams, and Kelly Jarvis. So make sure you grab your notebook and you're ready. And as we're getting ready, you know me, I'm going to jump on my Facebook on my phone so I can see. Make sure you give StreamYard.com/Facebook permission to use your name so I can see when you're here and I can see your comments. But while we're waiting to get on, thought I brought one of those downstairs. Oh, I did. I wanted to take a couple minutes because we have so much to talk about tonight. I decided to do this like a little pre-party right now. I want to make sure that everyone has ordered your June flyers. If you haven't, you want to do that tonight. And make sure you do it under sales aids so you get it a little bit quicker. In fact, I did mine. What day did I do mine? I think they came like within 3 days. I ordered them last week and they were here. So I want to make sure everybody gets your hands on your, hey, Susan, Susan's here with me. Get your hands on your June brochures. Now, why do I want you to have these? Okay, there's so many reasons I want you to have your brochures. I want you to be able to mail these out to people who you would love to have as a June host. And you're going to say, put a little note on it. When you call me before I call you to schedule your June party, I'm going to have an extra gift for you. People love to get happy mail. That's an old idea, my friends, but it works, it works, it works. You also really need these for your party packets. Your hostesses want to hand the full line catalog and the flyer to their friend who may not be able to come, but would love to place an order. You also have people who don't like digital. They just want that paper. So make sure you've got your June flyers. Always, always ask your hostess to write her name on the top of her flyer, and she keeps that flyer for her. Okay? So the other thing is, for me, this is wonderful to keep in front of me when I'm making dating calls, when I'm talking to people about why should you have a party. I want to have this in front of me so I could be looking at it and get excited. Like I was working with Lisa Cox stopped by on Saturday and we were working on a project together. And she was looking at this amazing Get It All set, the Tupperware Impression 20-piece. There, I'm going to get it way close to the camera. The 20-piece collection. And she's like, just look at those colors. Now, I had them here. Oh, they're here. I'll show them to you in a minute. Oh, they're way over there. I'll pull them out so you can see them. I don't have all my samples yet. They haven't arrived, and I'll go live when they do. But the flyer really shows the colors, and people want to see it. So order your flyers. Get ready for your June business. This is the time to do that. Okay, it's straight up on 7 o'clock right now. I see Kelly's with me and Marilyn's with me. I'm not going to bring them on camera quite yet because I'm going to do a little bit of recognition and some reminders of what's going on in May. And then they're going to help us with some training. And then I'm going to finish it up with a little bit of information about one of my favorite things. And I'll try not to eat them all as we're here. Because, you know, hey, Tammy. Tammy says she's sick, but she's still here. Tammy, we're glad you're here with us. That's the beautiful thing about the virtual world. You can be home in your jammies and still hang out with us. And Faye's here. Hey, Faye, I'm so glad you're here. And Laura's here. I want you to tag your friends and tell them we are live and we want to see more people. Well, I've got my strawberries here. In fact, I bought these strawberries about 2 weeks ago. Norm and I went away for a couple of days, so they didn't get eaten as quickly. But I'm going to talk to you about strawberries at the very end. And I'm also going to talk to you about something really cool that I'm going to give away in the next 2 days. So make sure you stick with us all evening. Okay, it is 7:01. I'm going to get this party rocking because we have so much to do and I have so much going through my head right now. So let me go to my PowerPoint. And then in about 15 minutes, we're going to start. We're going to ask Kelly to start with us in our training piece because Kelly's going to help us with how to go live on your pages, how to talk to your people, how to make it natural. Kelly's really, really good at that. I'm so excited she's going to talk to us about that. And then Marilyn's going to come and she's got an idea for summer theme party. Because you know what? You want to have something special to offer people. Sometimes people date a party because of the theme more than the gift. And then Holly Williams is going to come and she's going to bring us back to May. And Holly's going to talk about how much fun she's having with her hosts this May. Wait till you hear. So we've got a lot for you in the next hour and 15 minutes. So let me go on with this. Let's present this. I'm going to go right into my slides. I'm going to put them in. I hadn't put them in yet. There we go. And everybody, if you're watching on Facebook, there's that little box in the right-hand corner where you can make that full screen if you want to make it bigger, just so you know. So welcome to our birthday huddle. It is May 22nd. Birthday month is flying. Can't believe I'm going to talk to you about June tonight, but we are. The year is flying. Okay. So here's where we are right now. Our birthday month goal is 117,000. And right now, we're a little over 60. I typed this afternoon. We're over 61. We're probably over 62, 63 right now. So we've got about $56,000 to go. And you might be going, Pat Russell, no way, ain't going to happen. Go back to bed, girl. Take an Anacin. Yes, it is. Because when you break down the numbers and everybody does a little bit, you get far. So far, we've had 96 team members be active. Now, we have a team count of over 200, so we got lots of people we want to get in the game. But if only those 96 that have already played in birthday month held one more birthday party by the 31st, we would achieve our goal. In fact, we probably would go over. So just think of it that, one more party. And you know what? When that happened, that means, oh, I did that and I didn't type it. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Hold on. I got to tell you this because, calculator, here's the thing. $57,000 times 0.25. That means we would have almost $15,000 in profit, in golden opportunity in the next 9 days. How cool is that? And when you hit that goal and you did 594, let's say 600, because even numbers are more fun, you'd make an extra $150 in the next 9 days. Now, who's going to say no to an extra $150, right? So plenty of time slots. Something you might never have thought of. There's actually 3 time slots in the day when you can do parties. But the cool thing with the virtual world, you can have 2 parties going at the same time. You can have one at 7, you have one at 8. But if you did the traditional morning, afternoon, and evening, that's 3 time slots. So that means you've got 27 time slots left to do parties. So cross off where you're not available. Look at that and say, oh my gosh, look at that. I could do 2 parties in a day. I could have a grand day. I could do $1,000 tomorrow. And I could make $250. Because our offers are so good. Now, our recruiting goal, we're looking for 15 more. We got a plan for that. So stick with me. Got a plan for that too. But that's where we are right now. Now, I want to do some recognition because I'm sorry, everybody. I just messed up my camera. Here we go. I love all the challenges this month. And I know sometimes we get so busy and there's so many offers, we forget. One of the ones that I think is the coolest is submit $2,500 in this 5-week May and get the light, the ring light, and the stand for your phone, plus a $250 surprise pack. Now, if you're saying, oh, Pat, I have enough Tupperware, I don't need a surprise pack. Let me tell you, these surprise packs are so powerful to use to build your business. They're wonderful. I love it when they come in because I'm just very focused. I look at it and say, okay, what am I going to do with this to build my business? It can't go in with the rest of the Tupperware. This is Tupperware that is meant to expand my business. So what kind of challenge can I run with my customers? If you date a party by this date, you're going to get an extra gift from me. What kind of gift can I offer when my hostess has $1,000 party? She's going to get an extra gift from me. What kind of offer can I say to somebody? What can I grab out of that box and say, when you just sit with me and listen to the opportunity, I'm going to have a free product for you. And it didn't cost me anything, right? Yes, I paid $25, but I'll just say that was for my ring light, right? I would have done that anyhow. So look at that box of product as how far can it help you grow your business, and you want to have it. Trust me, you're going to find something in that $250 surprise pack that's going to be something you want to hold on for you, I bet, because we all love Tupperware. That's why we do Tupperware. But I want to recognize and congratulate. We have some early qualifiers who've already done over $2,500, and it's Marilyn Billings and Laura Williamson and Holly Williams and Rosemary Herbslop are all over $2,500 as of today with 9 days left. So I want to congratulate them. Now, I want you all to look at who is so close to making this goal. And you might say, 2 parties plus a 350 party. Pat, I can't do that. Yes, you can. It's all about the mindset, and it's all about taking a fresh look at what we have to offer and getting re-excited. Don't look into June yet. We'll talk about that in a minute. Until your May is chocked full with all the parties you need to make your goals. And Holly's going to help you know how to approach those hostesses. But Jenny is just one mini party away. Kelly Jarvis, she's probably there. She had a grand party. I know it's not closed yet. She's probably already over. Samantha DeRozier is just one 350 party. Now, why did I say a 350 party? I said a 350 party because of this, the cake taker. When your hostess has that 350 party and her 2 datings, she has 9 more days, everybody, 9 more days to get the amazing cake taker. I just want to look. I want to make sure I was right, for just $10. This is the one I would take. Of course, she could take the blue cereal bowls, which are over there, but the cake taker for $10? Are you kidding me? How many people would love the cake taker but never put out the investment for it because they're like, yeah, well, maybe next time. Next time is now. So that's why I put one 350 party, and you'll be at your mark. Lisa Cox, one average party and one 350 party. So sometimes when you look at the sales number, it kind of makes your head hurt. Don't look at it that way. Just say, I'm looking for one more party and one more person to grab, 5 or 6 orders to have that 350 party. And of course, she's got to have her 2 datings. So that's going to help you blow up May larger, and also one maybe into June, the first week of June. So there's everybody who's getting close to your goal. I want you to look at that. And I really want you to look at your date book now and say, how many more parties do I have up? How many more do I need? Who am I going to talk to? And as we're talking tonight, start making that list. Start jotting down names. Who are you going to talk to? All right. And then we have the monthly challenge of the $5,000. This is a $570 value, my friends, on top of the profit you make on top of your personal volume bonus. I want to congratulate Marilyn Billings. She is our very first one to qualify. But on pace, we have Laura Williamson. And Laura was just texting me. She has a hostess that is on her way to a $2,000 party, to a $2,000 party. Holly Williams, Rosemary Herbslop, Jenny Bouquet, Kelly Jarvis, Samantha DeRozier, and Brenda Crawford are all on pace for that $5,000. Now, y'all, you know what? If your name's not on that list, that doesn't mean that's not going to happen for you. It's all your determination of what's going to happen in the next 9 days. 9 days. Okay. This is one I am going to be like a tick on a dog. You guys are going to hear me talk about this until you are so tired of me. Oh, look, it's right here. Dun, dun, dun. All right. This is your chance to get a piece of Tupperware cookware and to put it in your hands for just $15. Now, I could have Kelly talk about this, but I know Kelly loves this cookware even more than the Chef Series. She's told me that. This cookware will work on your induction. It'll work on your gas. It'll work on your electric. It'll work on any way you have to cook. It'll work. It also, look at that. It's got that wide handle so you can get your fingers on there and be able to grab it up easily. It's got the non-stick finish and the easy handle. So if you want to be fancy and flip those omelets, I can't do it. You could do it with this skillet. Now, here's the deal. You got to do it. You got to do $1,000. That's 2 parties, everybody. In the month of May, keep your eye on that. And then do it again in June. And you get it for just $15. And in that 2-month period, you made $500 in profit from your business. Everybody, right now, we've got 19 people who've qualified already. So 19 people who have a chance to earn this in the month of June. We have I counted about 25 of you that are very, very close to this. And when I say very close, I'm talking one more party, and you'll have the chance to earn this cookware. My guys, you gotta have it. You know what's great about it? And Marilyn would teach this to you. When you demonstrate cookware at your parties, people will date a party to be able to get it for half price. They will. So that cookware is there for you. I know there's a lot going on, and you might already know this, but I also know every month something slips by and somebody goes, oh, I forgot and I missed it just by I don't want to see that happen. Okay. Then, all right, this week is the weekly activity challenge. This week is a biggie. It's just $2.50 in sales because we are celebrating Tupperware's birthday month, and we're celebrating the iconic Brownie Wise. And this is one, okay, Vera's cute, okay? This is cute, guys. But to have a piece of Tupperware that only you can have because you were a Tupperware consultant in May of 2023. This is never going to be made again. You're not this. You're not going to see it come back out again. This Brownie Wise Sandwich Keeper is a one-time shot. And you're going to want it so you can put it in your trophy case, or even if you choose to use it every time you pull it out, you're going to remember May of 2023. So we want to see this list build. I want to congratulate everybody who's in yellow because you've already qualified. And then my almost there. This is everybody who has also hit submit this week. And you've got to Wednesday at midnight to make sure you get yours. Now remember, guys, I know you want to kill me. There's so much. You know what? You just got to pick which one you want to work for. Work for it all. Here's the thing. Tupperware is also doing in our region 20 drawings, and you get one chance for every $110 in sales. One chance for every 110 you submit this week. So everybody on this list, if you're over 110, you've already got one chance. But if you go to 220, you get another chance. Keep on going. How many chances are you going to have in these 20 regional drawings? And then I do believe Peter and Doug are going to do something big for the nation. So you want to be in. This is fun. This is birthday fun. Make sure you get your name over in the yellow, and I'll be tracking that for you all week long. Okay. There's a 2-week sales challenge. If that's not enough, there's a 2-week sales challenge that ends Wednesday at midnight. Started last week, ends Wednesday at midnight. Once again, this is your chance to get your hand on product to use in your demonstrations, to use as giveaways, to use as dating sooner gifts, to use as, oh my gosh, you gave me a $100 order. I want to give you something sweet. I love you. You're fabulous. However you want to use to build your business. You're going to get all this product, $178 worth of product for $35. You can have up to 4 sets, which is why I say Marilyn Billings and Laura have qualified for 4 sets. They're both a little bit over, but they maxed out at their 4 sets. Samantha DeRoche's got 3. Kelly's got 2. Holly Williams has got 2. Rosemary's got 2. Jenny's got 2. Lisa Cox has got 2. Lisa Martin's got 2. Maya Banyan's got 1. Tammy Planky's got 1. Angie Harley's got 1. Brenda Crawford's got 1. And Susan Emberley's got 1. Now remember, you still have time. This offer ends Wednesday night at midnight. May birthday month ends next Wednesday, but this challenge ends this coming Wednesday, okay? I just want to make sure everybody's with me. So this challenge ends on the 24th. The month ends on the 31st, okay? Good. All right. Oops, I always hit the wrong button. I get so excited. Now, so I wanted to show you Tupperware updated the sales flyer, the host flyer. So if you've not seen the new updated host flyer, I want to make sure everybody saw it. Now I want to remind you, and I already said this cake taker for $10 with a $3.50 and 2, I call this low-hanging fruit. You can talk to somebody who wants to order the canisters and say, hey, Becky, you know, I got an offer for you. If we had 8 more people order the canister set, and one of your friends wanted to see what's new in Tupperware, I could give you our cake taker for just $10 and $39 in free product and a half price item. Why don't we just try? Why don't we try? We're not going to lose anything by trying a 36-hour virtual party. We're going to make it simple and stress-free for you. Let's just see what happens. Because getting that cake taker for $10 is amazing. And I want to help you get it. So it's not about you. It's not about saying, oh, Becky, I need one more party. Will you do a party, please? Let me show you what we could do. We can take that $39 order and we can start your party. And you could get this. What are you doing with this cake taker? Are you putting it out? Are you talking to people about it? I know there's so much. I understand. But talk about that. That is a great gift for having a $350 and 2 party on top of the half price item, the thank you gift, and $35 of free Tupperware. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going super fast because I don't want to slow down my speakers. And then your sales flyer. And I guess I'm going to have to come back and talk about this. But there's one thing I wanted to share with you. I'm going to move some Tupperware. I want you to think about this because this set to me is just amazing because everyone needs small containers. And what I've done is I put the snack cup and the mini with it. So I'm demonstrating it as one set. And sometimes when you stack it all up, it's a little intimidating. But if you go like this and you say you're going to get 4 sets of this. So if you got 4 people in your family, everybody's going to have their own set. Sometimes just showing it a different way. When they're all stacked up together, people go, I don't have room for all that Tupperware. What am I going to do with all that Tupperware? I don't need all that Tupperware. But when you show it this way, they're like, ooh, I can get all of that. Yeah, you can get 4 sets of this for just $69. Because remember, with a $59 order, they get their snack cups and their minis for just $10. So just work it together like, yeah, of course you're going to do that. Why wouldn't you do that? So why would you do it as an add-on? Just make it part of the set. That's what I do. Okay. So I just wanted to show you how I've been showing that set because I love this set and I'm sad it's going to be leaving us. So mix and store pictures. Got to tell you, Tupperware, they listened to us. The first week we were all panicking. We thought we were going to run out of them. And all the business leaders listened to all of you. And we went to our regional and our regional went to Peter and Peter went to the factory and they made more. Guys, we've got a boatload of that class of mix and store picture. All your vintage people need to know about this set and need to be reached out to again and said, oh my gosh, let me show you. So anybody that ordered the canisters, because those are vintage, you do want to say, oh, I got another vintage piece. Do you want to see? You want to go back through your orders from last year when we were doing vintage, when you were with us, if you were with us, and you want to call those people and say, I've got some to add to your set. Or send them an IM. I've got something to add to your set. Do you want to know what it is? Don't send it to them right away. Send them the question. Let them respond. And then send it to them. And say, oh my gosh, do you want it? If you do, here's my link. And remember, you can make a direct link to that product on your PWS, on your personal website under Shop New. You can go right to that product and copy that link. So when they click on it, it goes right to it. You want to make it easy, simple, and pain-free. So I just wanted to tell you, there's a boatload of those. The coffee craft, man, we need to talk more about that. This flyer is amazing, and we only have it for 9 more days. Tupperware, you did a great job with this flyer. Okay. Oh gosh, it's already been 23 minutes. How did we get to 23 minutes already? Oh, I started early. Okay, good. All right. Do you want to start your business in May? Remember, one of our goals is adding 15 more people to our team because for the summer, we know our summer business is so strong, we need more people. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Tupperware needs us to help bring in more people. One way we increase sales and help make our company healthy is by more people selling the product. So help the company get strong again by sharing your opportunity. Because we're not going anywhere. We just want to increase sales and increase visibility. Okay? So, why start a business in May? When you submit just 100 by May 31st, they're going to get they could do their entry kit for $49. They're going to get their first order award for $20. I'm going to show you that picture in just a second. They get, if they do their 1,000 in May, they get their $150 shopping spree. I'm going to show that to you in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Plus $400 in host rewards. What? Yeah. And $250 in their pocket. That's amazing. So what we're going to do, let me just go through this. So when a new consultant comes in the month of May and puts in their first order of $100, they get all the Thatsables and the tags for just $20. They've got to do that by the end of May. The host and join us is still available. So if you have a hostess with a $500 party and 2 datings, she can take her host credit and get her kit, get her $49 kit instead of her host gifts. So that's still available, everybody. Don't forget. Then when she comes in and sells just, and I love this one, sells just $1,000, she's going to get that shopping spree. She can go on a shopping spree, guys. It's $150 shopping spree. Guys, think of that. They come in and have a $500 launch party. And then they, from that launch party, you date 2 and they hold a party by the end of the month. One party, $500. They make $125 in profit and they qualified for their $150 shopping spree and their first order reward. I wish I had you sitting here so I could just pile all this Tupperware on you so you could see how much it is, because it's unbelievable. And then for you, and I meant to bring these downstairs because they are our favorite ice cream bowls. You will have, I call them the ice cream bowls, the small bowls and the ice cream scoop for just $10. And when your new recruit does that $500 party in her first 30 days, so let me slow down. The $500, they have 30 days from the day they start. So even if they come in on March 30th, they have 30 days from March 30th to qualify for their shopping spree. They have 30 days, okay? So there's 2 different things. The first order award has to be done in the month. The $500 in their first 30 days can bridge months. So it can be mid-month to mid-month. It's whenever their 30 days fall. And when they do that $500, you're going to get your whip and mix. Even if it's in June, they come in May 30th, they do their $500 in early June, they get their shopping spree, and you get your whip and mix. Okay? This isn't tied to the month end. This goes with your new consultant in her first 30 days. Okay? I know it's a little confusing, so I want to make sure I went through that. Okay. Lord have mercy, I love my job. My managers, we want to make sure you're all paid at title. And I'm going to help you with that because we're going to do something Wednesday night that's going to help you. Because when you do, you are going to get that amazing Tupperware rolling kit bag from Peter as an extra just because you were paid at title in one of the biggest months of the year. This is like a no-brainer. This is like you got to have it. You can do it. If you don't, Just saying. Okay. Now, to help you with this, to help you share the opportunity, to help you get some of the recruiting awards, to help you start building your team, to help you help us build Tupperware. So we're here for the next 75 years. We are going to do a Tupperware bingo Wednesday night. And I want to thank Marilyn because I had the vision, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't put it together. And Marilyn sat down and made us this amazing bingo sheet. So we're going to do our bingo on Wednesday night. And this is what we're going to do. And don't worry, I'll explain it to everybody. We have our special We Pick You group. You can start adding people who you think would be great in Tupperware and should just hear about it to that group now. Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, we're going to play bingo. Now, when you register people, I'm going to be messaging them and telling them to pick numbers between 1 and 16. They've got to give me 5 numbers between 1 and 16. Okay? I'll have that on a spreadsheet. They're going to keep it too. As we're playing bingo, so maybe we call out part number 9. And when we come to number 9, we're going to say, oh, in Tupperware, we can party anywhere in the United States. So let me tell you a little bit about that. And we'll tell them a little bit about it. And if someone had number 9, they're going to cross it off their list. And when they get all 5 numbers crossed off, they've got a bingo and they win a prize. So this is a different way to do a bingo. It's a fun way to give people information about our opportunity. We might even throw in a recipe or two because you just can't play bingo. That gets boring. But that's what we're going to do Wednesday night. Your job is to invite people and just tell them, no pressure, just information. Come join us, have some fun. You might learn something, and I know you're going to have fun. If you invite 10, you'll have 3. If you invite 3, you'll have 1. If you invite 1, you'll have 0. Sorry, guys. It's a numbers game. It's truly a numbers game. You've got to invite a lot to get some to attend. It's just the nature of the beast. True. So we have that going for you. Now, I have not seen the chat, so I'm going to stop my full screen because I have to be able to see what I was talking about. Laura said she's super excited. You should be super excited. And she said she uses a pen all the time. I got to go back and think of what it was. Hey, Nancy West. I just got to say hi to some folks. And now where we're going to go is I want to talk to you a little bit about if you have not seen in our region, we have a son and mom who have a page, and it's Coffee Time with John and Mama. They are number 1 in our region in personal sales this month with over $20,000 in personal sales. And the way they do it is by going live. And we have somebody here at Golden Opportunity who is thebomb.com, making sure she's ready before I'm going to take out my thing. Thebomb.com about doing lives. And it's Kelly, everybody. And you all know Kelly Jarvis. She's our number 1 in personal sales. She's our number 1 team. And Kelly mastered this when we first hit COVID. And I know it was uncomfortable, right, Kelly, when you started?
It was a little scary.
But and I'm going to back up. Because I love what Kelly did. Kelly also was the one that brought to Golden Opportunity, because she reads a lot and she read all this cool stuff about giving a challenge to go live every day. Kelly, was that part of your talk, or am I just, you want to shoot me now? You can later.
No, that's fine. No, I don't mind sharing that. So yeah, so I learned through Morgan, my daughter, she was in a different direct sales company, and we kind of connected with a challenge. It was called the 14-day live challenge. And she had already been going live because she was doing her thing and she was doing amazing at it. So I was like, you know what? I think that this could help me overcome my fear. Yeah. And I did. I went live on my personal page for 14 days. And every day was something a little different. Like one day, one day I taught people how to make chocolate chip cookies. One day I had to teach somebody to do something I didn't know how to do, and I had to learn how to do it. So I explained to people how to change the oil in your car. And
I thought you did that. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I had no idea, but I looked at it. And then one day I talked about the loss of my baby, 25 years ago, 27 years ago. And, so it was different things like that, and so I started out little, and people knew what I was doing. So they were looking forward to my lives every day. And it just then it just sort of, and was I perfect? And did I ever no, totally never. And still to this day, when I go live, I just myself, you just want to be yourself, and people enjoy that because they know you. So you don't need to try to be somebody else, and you don't need to try to be fake. You make mistakes, you flub up. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing a demonstration and either the can opener won't open my can, or I was like, oh, darn, I forgot that, or I forgot that. And I'm, so it's just, it is what it is. And people laugh about it. So, yeah.
So I'm going to stop you just for a second. So everybody, we're going to put out in place. If you haven't gone live, I think we need to give the 10-day go live challenge. I think we need to do that again, because when Kelly did it, I was like, I poo-pooed her, honest engine, I did. And then it took off, and everybody on your team was doing it. And all of a sudden they were doing lives. And that's what propelled the Northern Lights to the top team, because her team got very comfortable being in front of the camera.
Yep.
It really was a game changer. So I'm going to drop off camera and you can tell them what you do because she's so dang good at it, guys. What she does to go live and not feel uncomfortable with it and how she manages it. So I'm dropping off. Bye,
Okay.
girl. I'm out of here.
Hey guys, so literally, like I said a minute ago, was being yourself. And what some of the things I do are, some are planned and some are impromptu. Um, and I can tell you, on my VIP group, I I have had so many of my followers tell me, we really, really enjoy watching your videos because you're teaching us about the product, where you're not just posting pictures all the time. And it doesn't have to be a 20-minute video. It can be literally a 3-minute video. Like sometimes if I'm using the kitchen shears, if I'm trimming my chicken, or I'm cutting up steak, or I'm doing something with my kitchen shears, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my camera. I'm gonna get my phone and my tripod. I'm gonna recommend you get a tripod because you want the camera to be up. You don't want the camera to be down and you looking down at it. It's just not a good thing. So if you have a tripod, I literally have a tripod. They're $20 to $30 on Amazon. And I know we've done some challenges where some of our team members have earned them. And I have a tripod down in my kitchen that literally, when I go live, I grab it, I set up on my kitchen counter, put my phone on it, and I go live. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm coming live because I'm using the kitchen shears tonight and I'm cutting up my steak, and I just want to show you how easy they are to use. Look at how easy it is to trim the fat off this meat. The other thing is my silicone. I love the silicone products. And so like I know when I melt cheese in my toaster oven on a sandwich, and then it burns on and then it just peels off because it's on the silicone. I'll jump on and be like, "Hey, look at this, guys. Look at the silicone." And it's those quick impromptu things. Now, the other thing that I do a lot is when I come home from the grocery store, Pat showed the strawberries in the Fridge Smart. I will come on and be like, "Hey, just got home from the grocery store and I am putting away all of my produce and I'm putting it in Fridge Smart, my strawberries, my spinach, my carrots, those types of things are going to go in Fridge Smart." And I talk a little bit about Fridge Smart. Um so you don't always have to be cooking something. You can be, it can be something very similar. Like I don't want to tell you what you have to demonstrate because everybody has different Tupperware in their kitchen. Awesome, Laura. That's awesome. Like the stack cooker, I use the stack cooker for quite a few different things. One of them is making a roasting chicken. So when I'm going to go live, when I'm doing my roasting chicken, I've probably gone live about 5, 6, 7 times showing the roasting chicken. Don't think you're doing it too many times because different people are going to see you. And then somebody that saw you last year might be like, "Oh my gosh, that's right. I have that stack cooker. I forgot all about it." I even had a team member say to me, comment and say, "Oh my gosh, I forgot I had the Micro Pro grill. Oh, I'm gonna have when I posted and did a video about going cooking hot dogs in the Micro Pro grill." So it can be something similar, and you might be like, "Oh my gosh, that's right, I have that in my cupboard, and I haven't used it." And you're showing them now how to use it. The Micro Pro grill, cooking pizza, making your own pizza, or reheating a slice of pizza. That is so easy. I learned from Marilyn that when you put a slice of pizza in the Micro Pro grill to reheat it, it tastes like it just came from the pizza place. And she's right. It's amazing. So just be yourself. And yes, you don't want to have complete chaos going on behind you. Yes, sometimes it's going to happen. Your dogs are going to bark and maybe your kid's going to run through, but don't wait for it to be the perfect time because it's never, ever, ever going to be the perfect time. I used to be that way and be like, "Oh, I can't do a video because I can't do a video because, and I'll just say, guys, it's life. My husband just came home and now my dogs are barking, or the phone rang, or my dog's scratching to go out. I don't have little kids in my house. Some of you have young kids. So, yes, you want to make sure that, maybe, and put your kids in the video. That's the other thing that you can do. If you're a mom who has young kids, incorporate them, make something that your kids can help with. And make it something that you do all the time. And just, gotta be yourself. Um, yeah, so that's it. Just kind of like be natural with it and try it. You're never going to learn and get used to it until you try it.
Yeah.
And then once you try it and you do it a few times, Stacy Goki, she's like, I'm going to go live, and she's done it a couple times, and it's not as bad as what people think it is. And you tell people. That's what I did. I'm like, I'm new at this. And there's so many people that go live now that it's way back when people first started going live, it was a bigger deal. Now it's natural for people. So, and they love video. Video will help you to grow.
Oh, it's so true. And Kelly helped me when we were together in February, January, whenever
February, yep.
She helped me find the tripod on Amazon. So either she or I will post where the one we got. This is the one for the phone, has legs that go down or up, and it's perfect for the counter. This is great for your phone. I have to tell you, it's absolutely wonderful. Before you go, Kelly, I want to read Laura's. I haven't read it, but Laura's message.
Right. You don't have to be done up to make a quick live. Yeah.
And everybody, if you don't believe Kelly about that, go watch Coffee Time with John and Mama. And over $20,000 in sales. Trust me, they are not made up.
No, they're not. They're real people. It's
they
crazy.
are real down to their bones. I love it.
Are.
And that's but that's their secret. So everybody, if you want to grow, and if you really want to explode, just think of what Kelly's done with her personal business, with her sales, and then it trickled to her team. It all started with lives.
Yep.
It really, really did.
Really
so thank you, Miss Kelly. Anything else you want to tell them? Hey, you want to tell them about your grand party?
Yeah, I did. I will. I went and did a party, and my hostess was a little discouraged because she only was going to have 3 people there. And I was like, that's okay. It doesn't need to be big, because you just never know. Yeah. And so her and I talked about doing the cake in the stack cooker. If you guys don't have a stack cooker, you really need to get one, earn one, do a party of your own, get it for half price. Like, the stack cooker is a really simple thing to use. And the cake recipes, I posted them on Golden Opportunity yesterday. So I gave her a choice. I'm like, hey, are you a chocolate person or are you a spice pumpkin person? And I'm glad I asked, because if I would have said, hey, can we just do the chocolate cake in the stack cooker, she probably would have said yes. But because I gave her a choice, it was what she wanted to do. Yeah. She picked up the ingredients. We made so we get to the party. There's 3 ladies there, and they all love Tupperware. They all use Tupperware already, which was exciting. And they were just a really fun bunch. And then there was then her mom came. So there ended up being 4 people. Yeah. And she had one outside order of $140, I think, $130. Wow. And so we did the cake. We did this pumpkin. They were like, and their spouses were there. So that was even more fun. They were hanging out on the porch, and then they could smell the cake. And they were so excited in 9 minutes. And then it just popped out of the stack cooker. And then we put some cream cheese frosting on it, and and I talked to them about what else you can do with the stack cooker, like the chicken, and how I use it for ground beef all the time. That's one thing I didn't share, but ground beef and all of the different meals you can make in it. And every single person bought a stack cooker, and the host got one for free. So 5 stack cookers in that party.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy, and it's, I believe in using the product and practicing with the product and getting better at it, because you're not going to be able to sell a product like that until you use it and you practice with it. And then you just share what you love. I love cooking chicken, and I love doing my ground beef, and I love, and then no bakes. I mean, Marilyn taught us to do no bakes in there. I didn't even talk to them about that. That would have really probably sold them,
That's the next party. That's the next party.
Exactly. And so I dated another in-home from that party, so it was just really cool. So the party was over when she had she ended up having 2 outside orders plus the 4 orders that were there, and it was 1,040, I think the party was.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really kind of exciting.
But here, I want to bring this back, because if you're new to going out to do parties, or you haven't done one in a while, sometimes the hostess will call you like this one did and say, Kelly, there's only 3 people, and I don't want to waste your time, Kelly. And sometimes it's easy to say, oh, okay, let's reschedule.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Kelly had said that. Oh,
And
there's
I'm going
only
to be
3 people.
honest. I'm going to be honest. I was tired. I was exhausted, and I'm human, and my brain went to, oh my gosh, I'm going to go drive 30 minutes for 3 people. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to go. And, I didn't take much product this time. I was proud of myself because I'm like, well, there's only going to be 3 people there, and then look, it was $1,000. So
I want you to remember that the first time a hostess calls you and doesn't want to waste your time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just say, I reserved this night. Whether Kelly said to her, we're still going to have a great time.
Yeah.
She said that to her, and the hostess went, oh, okay, I'm not wasting your time. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Kelly, thank you so much. I mean, we kind of segued into your in-home, but it is all about doing both.
Yeah.
Love it. And congratulations right now. The Northern Lights is the #1 team, over $18,000 for the month. So rocking. Yay. All right. So now we're going to let Kelly go, maybe have a cup of tea, and we're going to move over to Miss Marilyn. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Now, before I do that, I want to talk a minute more about going live. Kelly just did a fabulous job for us. And something I've learned is, and I want to know where I just was reading it. I was just reading it. I'm really going to encourage you to set up a business page, not just your VIP group, but a public business page. And the reason I want you to do that is I want you to think of that as your front door to your business. That's where you're going to welcome new people into your business and then funnel them into your VIP group, depending upon their level of interest. So how do you get people into your business page? It's what Kelly did, which is going live. Go live on your business page, because when you do it on your business page, that's a public page. People will start to see it. You'll start generating interest in your business, and more importantly, in you. People want to connect. So all these people that you don't know yet will see your business page, and they'll see you going live. And when you do it consistently, they'll start to follow you. And as they start to follow you and you do some fun inquiring posts, the engagement post, then you can private message them and say, I also have a private VIP group where I share even more. Would you like to join that group? And you move them over to your VIP group. A business page for your business, for your Tupperware business, is your front door. Your VIP group is your living room. And if you do it on your business page, you can link it to your VIP group, so it also goes over to your VIP group. And when you post on your business page, you are less likely to go to Facebook jail when you do it on your business page than on your personal page. So it's going to help you that way too. So think about doing a business page. Talk to your director and say, I want to set up a business page. What do you think? I personally think every consultant should have a business page and a VIP page. Just saying. So now we're going to go to Miss Marilyn. And Marilyn's going to help us with something that is so much fun. And I'm just going to bring her on. Marilyn, you got all this cool stuff.
Hello, yes.
I want to come play. All right, I'm going to get off because I want to make her the screen. Remember, everybody, if you want to make her bigger, there's that little button down there where you can expand that and make it full screen so you're not just looking at small pictures. Just saying.
I don't think I need to be bigger. But anyway, hey, everybody. I am here today because I want to talk to you about a fun party theme, and that is a camping party theme. Now, the camping that I'm talking about right now is people who do tent camping, or if they do RV camping, but they don't have the full big kitchen and that kind of stuff. But we can also do the kind where people are have that full kitchen and everything as well. So a lot of this translates to that too, but tent camping is near and dear to my heart, is what we do. And so here are a few things that you need when you're camping. And so, of course, you're going to need things for your cooler. And what's really nice is that Tupperware freezer containers are nice and compact. They take up very little space. They are nice and square so that they stack really nicely in your cooler, so you can fit a lot of things in your cooler. And the more you can have in the cooler, the colder it's going to stay. And so one of the things you want to make sure you do when you're planning your camping and things like that is you might have two different coolers. Okay. You might have one cooler that has like all your meats and things like that really needs to stay nice and cold. And that cooler is not going to be opened as often. Okay. And then you're going to have a second cooler that has things like the drinks and snacks and those kinds of things that is okay. You know, it's going to be opened more often. And so you can have things that aren't going to go bad quicker in that cooler. So one of the nice things also is if you take your freezer container, and this particular one is the size we use for making ice cubes. So a nice giant ice cube to have in your cooler. So you're not having, you know, if you go buy the bag of ice and then everything gets all wet, because eventually it melts. And then for some reason, it does not stay in the bag. It goes all over the place. By having it in your freezer containers, you're going to have that nice block of ice, which actually takes longer to melt. So it's going to keep everything drier and also keep it colder because it's going to stay frozen longer. So you can have things like we'll freeze the chicken, we'll freeze the hamburgers, we'll freeze the hot dogs so that they're frozen when we put them in the cooler. And then as we're cooking them on the fire and stuff like that, then they'll start to defrost and then cook. So it'll be okay. But if they start out frozen, then you've got longer time to be able to have them in the cooler. So the freezer mates are an absolute must for your cooler for camping. Then also we have our slimline pitcher, which is designed to go in the door of your refrigerator, but is again fantastic for your cooler. Again, because it's nice and square, not going to take up a lot of room. Also, you can fill this one up with water. And so you have a giant ice cube. So as the days go on towards the end, it might start melting, and then you can add drink mix to it or whatever you like, or just drink the water so that you have water that you can drink for the kids or for yourself or for whoever. So this is another must for your cooler. You got to have at least two of them. They come in as a set of two, so that's a good thing. So you can have one that has drinks in it that's melted, and one that is your ice block that then will become your drink later. Now, you got to have something to be able to drink or to drink that drink from. So we have our impressions tumblers. Again, another must for if you are camping, because this has a cover that seals up so the bugs don't get in it. So it's really important when you're outdoors, even if you're by the pool or anything like that, to have a seal so that the bugs don't get in. So many times people have had a can of soda or whatever, and the bees actually get in there, and then they get stung because the bees are inside and you're trying to take a drink. So you don't want that happening. You don't want to have to end up in the hospital because somebody else was really liking the drink that you decided on too. So you've got the impressions tumblers with the dripless straw seal. Keep everybody that's not supposed to get in your drink out of your drink. Now you can also put, those glow sticks inside here and make fun lights so that you can tell where the tent stakes are. You can put those out by the tent stakes so you don't trip over them in the nighttime. All right. Now also, Of course, you're going to want plates because most of the campsites have, although some of them you can throw things out, but you want to be environmentally friendly. So you want to have the plates, of course. This is also great because if the wind picks up, it's not going to go flying away. You're going to have your meal still there, so you can have your food and eat it too. So that's a good thing. And then, of course, you also need the impression cereal bowls. Now, these, of course, cereal and anything else you want to eat, salads, things like that. But then they also become storage containers. So if your kids don't finish their food, or if you have some leftovers of anything else, you can put the seal on it, give it that classic burp to make it liquid tight and airtight, throw it in the cooler, and you're good to go. If you don't have some of the other containers, you could also fill them up with water and make more ice cubes that way as well. So you definitely need the cereal bowls too. Put those over here too. Sandwich keepers. Okay, we need the sandwich keepers. If you're going to go on a little hike, you want some snacks, and you want to have it so that they're going to stay nice and fresh. And if you put your backpack down and you sit on it, you don't squish your snacks. So whether you put a sandwich in here or granola or whatever you like, sandwich keepers are fantastic for that. Okay. Now, also, you always have to have a contingency plan because sometimes it might rain. We've had it rain many a time when we've gone camping, and the fire is a challenge to create. And so you always want to have cereal on hand so that way, if the meal just isn't happening, then you can have cereal for dinner as well. But the cereal keepers are fantastic, not just for cereal. You can also make your own gorp. You can also put things like chips and stuff like that in there. One of the things when you're camping is there tends to be a lot of moisture and bugs and things like that. So you want things that are going to keep that moisture and the bugs out and any other critters too. And so the cereal stores are a must in for that. Now, also, if we mentioned that maybe the fire isn't working because it's raining, but you still need that coffee, make your cold brew, bring your cold brew so that you can make your coffee the night before and have it ready for you in the morning. So you can still, if you need that coffee pick me up, you can still have that ready to go. Now, if the fire is working in the morning and you're able to do that, you then can pour the cold brew in a pot and warm it up, and it will be less acidic than if you had made the coffee right there on the fire from the beginning. Okay. Now you need something to drink something warm with as well. So the Explorus tumblers are fantastic for that because they are insulated. It'll keep them longer, keep them warm longer, or it'll keep things cold too. So, if you want to drink some wine around the fire too, that, you can use that for that as well. So we definitely need those. And then, of course, the other thing, it might be windy, the rain might be coming in, things like that. So you want your napkins to be in some sort of container that they're not all going to blow away, and they're going to stay nice and dry too. So you need that. Also, the module mates are fantastic because, again, they take up very little space because they are so modular that you can really stack things into crates and things like that and really be able to have everything nice and neat and organized. You will need all your utensils, things like your knives and your forks and spoons and things like that. Now, if you want to have a party, we can get you a set of the travel fork, knife, and spoon, which is fantastic for your backpacks if you're going on a little hike. Of course, you're going to need a corkscrew just in case. I know we went somewhere and they thought that they had a pop top and it wasn't. It needed a corkscrew. So, it's always important to be prepared, right? So we have the knives, can openers, just in case, if everything else fails, you can open up a can of tuna, but only if you have a can opener to be able to open that can of tuna. So you need all those. utensils in somewhere where you can find them when you need them. So the Module Mate is great for that. And of course, you got to have the s'mores, right? So we have the Rectangle 2 here with our s'mores kit. And I will be honest, these are actually from last year. I had the chocolate and then the graham crackers and the marshmallows all in my set. We were going to make them last year when we went camping, and we never got to it. So they are actually still fresh in here. It is amazing. I did try it just to see. They're all still fresh in here. And that's what you need. You need tools that are going to keep things nice and fresh and moisture free. And then, of course, you need some fun things too. If you have kiddos, and this is our spice shaker, which, you know, of course, you're going to need things like salt and pepper and stuff like that. And maybe you want some seasonings. But the salt and or the spice shaker also is a great bug collector. So what you can do is you can have the kids collect a bug and put some leaves and things like that in there. Close up the big hole, but leave the one with the little holes open so that it's got air. And then you can watch the bugs, let the kids be able to watch the bugs through the clear window and be able to experiment with them for a little bit. And then teach them to let them go, put them back where they found them, so that they're able to continue on in their little life and stuff like that. But it's just kind of a fun thing, especially if the lightning bugs are out, so that you can see how that works too. So it's a great little thing there. But again, make sure you let the bug out at the end. And then, of course, you got to clean up after you've done all these things with all the dishes and everything like that. And our squeeze bottles are great for putting dish detergent in here and being able to squeeze it out. Because if you go to buy, you know, a small thing of dish detergent, they charge you so much for those small ones. So you can put some of the dish detergent from your home already in one of these and save yourself some money. And finally, okay, I know you might think, why do you need a cake taker when you're camping? But the cake taker is actually a great tool if you have made up your hamburgers and hot dogs and things like that to put on the table to keep the bugs out. So while people are getting ready, you know, and they're going to sit down and eat, if you have some extras, you put it in there, keep the critters away while everybody is eating and everything, and it keeps them all nice and bug free. So we have all these things here that you can get right now if you have a party. I figured out that if you had a party, you could get everything here either free or half price by having a party right now of $1,000 and 2 datings. Get the cake taker for 10, and then everything else is either free or half price.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm being that rude guest. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'd have your entire starter kit for camping by doing that. But yeah, you can come back, Pat. I'm all done.
Wow. Okay. So Marilyn, this is a lot to ask because you just did such a fabulous demonstration, and I'm sorry to ask. You can kill me when you can reach me. You throw a pillow at me in Jubilee. Can you make a list of all those products?
Oh yeah. And actually, a great resource, you know, the My Tupperware catalog flyers group.
Yeah.
They have most of or I think they have pretty much everything on there, and a couple of other things that I didn't put on here. But they've got a listing, and they've got memes for all the different things. So you could do an entire online camping party, and she's already got it all set.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it. It is beautiful. You're right. Yeah. But man, your demo, girl, was amazing. But so guys, there's another idea. I'm sorry. I have to get better grammar some days. I just get excited. There's an amazing idea for the next 9 days to say, reach out to people who camp. I can outfit your camper for free. Well, the half price items.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and if they don't want everything that's here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But we can let's get your camper outfitted for an unbelievable price, or however you want to say it. But Marilyn, that was amazing. Think of all those campers. And yeah, because I'm not going in a tent. So I'm going to have something
I
with
was gonna
wheels.
say, so if you were gonna do, an RV party, and I do want to point out too that check with your local campgrounds because a lot of them are looking for entertainment for their camper. No, I'm serious.
I know you are. I'm just having fun.
But yeah, so you could offer to do a Tupperware bingo.
Yeah.
And whenever we do a Tupperware bingo, we demonstrate an item and then we do a bingo and demonstrate an item and then do a bingo and demonstrate an item and they do a bingo. They get Tupperware as the prize. So they're not gambling, they're not exchanging money. But and then what I usually do is for the final bingo, you have to either place an order or date at a party, and then you do a little bit bigger gift. But they are looking for people. They're looking for activities for their campers because there's some people who stay in the campground all summer long.
That's
so
right.
They're looking for entertainment. But if you were going to do RVs, I would definitely do the Micro Grill, the chop and prep, or the supersonic tall. No, supersonic extra. That's the big one. What size is the s'mores box? That's the rectangle number 2. Thank you for asking.
It looked like I thought it was rectangle 2.
Yep. Rectangle 2 is my s'mores box that has I have everything in it. So I've got the chocolate, the graham crackers, the marshmallows. I have 2 different kinds of chocolate. We've got the dark chocolate and the regular chocolate for but yeah.
I can't believe she kept that chocolate for a year, everybody. I'm sorry. Never would have lasted in my house. Marshmallows would have.
I had put it away with all the camping stuff, and I was like, oh my goodness.
There it is. Thank you so much, Marilyn. That was amazing. Everybody, oh my gosh, now go date a camping party. Right. I want to thank Marilyn. That was an incredible amount of work getting ready for that. We so appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Not go date a party. Sorry, I'm looking. Oh, all right. Now, I'm going to say thank you, Marilyn. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm having technical difficulties here again tonight. I can't run and talk. It's really true. All right. Now, Holly's here. Holly's having a tremendously wonderful month. And I'm going to bring Holly on with me. And I'm going to get out of your way, girl. I am my
No worries.
Oh, yeah. She'll kick me off. Bye, Pat. So Holly's going to share with you how much fun she's having with her host and how she's focused on her hostesses. That's too many S's. And how exciting this May. Get off the camera, Pat. Okay, I don't know how. I'm going, Holly. I'm sorry. Everybody, you're having fun? I am.
Not to worry, Pat. Hey, everyone. I messaged Pat this morning. Usually we talk on Wednesdays, and we didn't last week. And I messaged her and told her how much I miss talking with her and how excited I am because my first 3 parties this month all were $1,000 parties. And it's exciting for me being in Tupperware for a long time and seeing how much excitement it is for my hostesses because they have a goal and they're earning things. And they end up picking out $400 worth of product, which is like a dream come true. And so sometimes you think about like, I'll just post, who wants to have a party or something like that. And it doesn't always work like that. It's not even work for me. And I have a great VIP group. So sometimes you have to grasp a chance. So this is a perfect segue. I didn't practice with Marilyn or Pat, but my very first party this month was with what I call my camping group. I have a group from the southern part of the state. And I do 3 or 4 parties with them every year. And so I reached out to them in April, one of them, and just said, hey, I'm ready to have a camping party with the group. And she said, well, we don't, get back to camp until Memorial Day weekend. And I said, oh, but I don't want you to miss out on all this wonderful free Tupperware. And she's like, but I have so much Tupperware. And I said, but maybe not all the people at the campground have Tupperware. So we set a date for the first weekend in May. And she's done a lot of parties with me, but I didn't take that for granted. I didn't feel like, oh, she'll just do like what she always does. So we picked a location at the local Legion where we could do a Tupperware bingo. And like Marilyn said, I had like 5 small gifts to pick from, and we would play a game of bingo, and then I demo a couple products and talk about how you could use them in your camper. And it was this back and forth, this wonderful back and forth. And we had 14 people there, and everybody made a purchase, and it was just wonderful. And the exciting part was, before we even started this, I party planned her well, just like I would any other brand new hostess as well as her. So if you're not party planning your people, if you're like, wow, I'll never make a big goal, what's wrong with just one $1,000 party in the month of May? And you still have plenty of time. When people say I'm so busy, I mean, look in the mirror here. I leave next Friday with a group of 9 children or students and another adult, and I'm going to go to take them to Yellowstone for 5 days. May is a crazy busy month in teaching. I have a busy Tupperware business, but it's all about showing them how you can help them, but they need to help you to earn it. So one of the things that I think is really important is I mail a packet to a hostess, unless I can give it to them in person. And then I set up a time a couple days later to go through the packet. And the reason I do that is because sometimes they get complacent if they've been a hostess of mine for a while. And if they've never been a hostess, they don't know what to do. I want to train them really well from the beginning. So I take the time to go through the sales flyer, and I talk about some of the great deals in there. And I said, oh, look at this set. I used to call this the portioning set, but this would be perfect for camping. I'll make sure and bring that when I do the demonstration. And we talked about some of the things in the catalog, because you don't want to just sell things out of the sales flyer. You want to sell things out of the catalog. Like Marilyn talked about the slimline containers, one of my favorites for campers, and the choppers. When I'm in Yellowstone for the summer, I sell Tupperware because I use it, and people are like, wow, that's a really cool piece. And my silicone, I take it, I slide it in the bottom of the suitcase, and I put stuff on top of it. It goes with me. But I've thrown in at least 2 catalogs. I want that hostess to have those to be able to share with people that she might see at work, or she might be seeing passing when she goes to the hairdresser or get her nails done or something like that. That is how they build their guest list and how they build their outside orders. Now, a while back, when Tupperware no longer had available to us an order form, I created one. And with this order form, it gives my hostess, I still have a lot of old school people who like to collect orders on paper from their people. That's okay. And when they do, I just have them take a picture of it. So when we did the party, once they placed their order and they gave me payment, they took a picture of it. That was their receipt. So they had that verification that they knew what they ordered and they knew what their payment amount was and things like that. But I put 10 order forms in here. I say, hey, Pat, it's going to be really important that you collect some outside orders. And some of your friends from the campground don't use Facebook and don't use the internet as much, but would love the opportunity to shop through a catalog and let you know about some of the things that would really help them out. So that was my first $1,000 party. My second one was a neighbor brought me this broken seal one night. She stopped at my house. It was like 7:45, and she rapped at the door, and she said, I'm so sorry it's so late, but I have the seal and I really love the container and I want to be able to use it again. And she said, I figured you could get it replaced for me. And I said, absolutely. What can I, let's look at this and see what I can get. I said, I can't get that nice country blue anymore, but I can get it probably in a black seal. Oh, that would be great. Thank you. And she's got ready to go. And I said, but Grace, it's been a year or more since you've had a Tupperware gathering, and I would love to see you earn over $400 in free Tupperware. $400? I said, yes. Let me show you how. Do you have 5 minutes? So I got a packet, got them ready to go. She sat at my kitchen table. We talked about, and we looked at the hostess gift flyer, and we talked about what she would be most interested in. And she's getting ready to go off to nursing school. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I have time. I said, the time it takes you to tell me what date works here in both our books, I'll have a group set up for you. And so she was off and ready to go. So make sure you have printed out the hostess flyer. Make sure she gets excited about one of the gift sets available there. And for Pat to say, even like the $10 cake taker, I'd love to slip in a couple $350 parties this week. And 2 datings. Remember, that's part of the deal. And they can get that cake taker for $10. That just melts my heart. The third $1,000 party was over this round letter A seal. And I have never been so blown out of my socks in my life. I have done a group of parties with a senior group in town for years. And usually once a month, one of them has a party. And really, it's just to be social. There's 7 or 8 of them. They love to get together. I bring game gifts and we play a game. And usually they spend $15 to $20 a piece. And so, again, I party plan them, encourage them to do outside orders, all those kind of things. So this woman called me and she said, Holly, I have this bowl and I can't use it because it doesn't have a seal. And I knew from knowing her that I couldn't say to her, can you look up the mold number? It just wasn't going to work for her. So I went to her house and I took the new catalog and the new sales flyer and I took the new hostess sheet and I said, hey, Connie, let's look and see if this is the one that you need. So I took the seal and I fitted on. It was something in my cupboard and it fit. And I said, you know what? You can have that seal unless you want to wait. And I'm happy to order you a new one. And she said, oh, no, I just want to use that bowl. And I said, okay. Any chance you'd like to get the ladies together? It's been, a year or more since COVID. And she's like, well, one of them's moved and this and that. And I said, okay, I totally understand. But I'm going to message you in a couple days and I want you to check with some of the girls to see if they'd like to get together. And so last night my phone rang and she said, Holly, there's a couple things I'd like to order from the flyer. And I said, absolutely. And she said, she gave me a $340 order herself. And with that, she's collected $200 in outside orders just in the last few days because she's excited. She wants that Cervalier set. And if I'd never shown her that or taken the minute to take a seal to her so it fit her container, I wouldn't have gotten this wonderful party out of it. So I have now over 3 parties at $1,000 each. I have 2 more parties I've held at $500 and a couple more to go. And my goal is $7,000. So I don't make it. But I've got something to shoot for. So don't be afraid to talk to everybody and let them know what you do because Tupperware is alive and well. And when people say to me, oh, I heard Tupperware is on the rocks. And I said, every business has to go on the rocks to regroup and know where the direction that it's going. So it's okay. Tupperware is going to be around a lot longer. And nobody ever questions you because you have faith in the company you work for. So again, don't be afraid to ask people, party plan them well. And don't be afraid to share with everybody what you do because you have a product and you have a party plan that provides so much for them. It's not about me, it's about them. And that's the way I look at my business. And I hope you will too, because that's how people will see you.
Okay, my mouth is just hanging open. You guys are killing me tonight. You're amazing. Absolutely, positively. I hope everybody's watching this. We only have a few people on tonight. I hope people come back and watch the replay. What Holly just did, I don't know why I'm getting echo. Why am I getting echo? That's weird. Wait, there we go. Maybe it went away. Hopefully, there, that's better. What Holly just taught you, everybody, when you say I'm not reaching people, I don't know what to do. Holly's showing everybody what they can get for being a hostess. But first she's giving them the service that they want first. And then she's showing, let me show you what's going on right now. Let me show you what you could get. Once again, it's not, we have a party for me. I really need a party. It's being very excited about what we have to offer and saying, let me show you. Let me show you. And I love when she said the time, the young girl says, I'm going to nursing school. I don't have time to have a party. And Holly says, and the time it takes you to pick a date, I can have your group up and running. Remember, KISS, keep it simple and stress-free, and they will jump in your book. And that's why Holly's having the success. Now, the only thing I'm going to tease her about is she doesn't think she's going to do that 7,000, and I know she is. So I'm just going to say that, Holly Williams.
I'm working for it.
I wish everybody, I wish you could just sit across the table with Holly and pick her brain, and we'll have her back because there's so much knowledge and so much success, but it all comes she wants to help the people. It's all about who she's working with. It's never about Holly, never about Holly. So Holly, thank you so much, dear. You guys are just amazing. I know, hold on just a minute. I'm going to try. And I know Kelly had to go, but I know Marilyn's not there. She's like, Pat Russell, you didn't know. Yeah, I am there, Pat. I was sitting here. So, okay, everybody, I want to know something. And we've got 9 people on right now. And so I'm going to have Marilyn and Holly decide.
Okay.
You're going to make the decision. I'm going to do a drawing. We didn't quite have our 20 people. We only had 13 people, so I can't do my drawing tonight. But we did have 13 people on a Monday, which I thought was pretty cool. But so we're going to start it from right now, which is 8 o'clock on Monday night to midnight Wednesday night. You get one chance for every $100. I'm going to let Holly and Marilyn, because I can't decide. So I'm putting them on the spot. I'm so bad. Okay. Anyhow, now, so the choice is.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, guys, we're going to have some fun here. This is the end of birthday month. I mean, we got one more week. We're going to blow it out of the water. The one is the thermal, I call it the thermal tea pitcher, which is a Tupperware brand product. It is not for sale right now. I think it was last May we had it, everybody? Does anybody remember? Or was it record break?
It was either January or October.
Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. It is insulated your hot water or your coffee, Holly.
It might have been October because it's pink.
Oh, it might have been. Yes. So that's choice one. Okay, you two are deciding. Choice two is a product that came for sale that was only for the sales force and was here for a second and gone before it even turned around, right? Mm-hmm. And that is our Urban Max blender. This is a Tupperware brand product. It has a battery in it, and it is it's a portable blender. And
my choice.
One. This is mine. The blue one is mine.
That's my choice.
Oh, Holly said Marilyn.
I do love both of them. Actually, I just had my friend from England come and we used the teapot the entire time, but I think people would get more use out of the blender.
Okay, so we're going to do the Urban Max. So I'm going to have to pull out information so people know what this baby is, right? So what did this sell for? $100, I do believe, or was it more?
Yeah, $99.
Okay, this is a $99, never sold to the U.S. consumer. It was only for the sales force, everybody. And this is my last one. I mean, this one is, the one I just dropped was mine. Ooh, oh well, maybe I only have one now. This is the last one I have. I cannot have any more. This is it. Every $100 you submit between 8 o'clock tonight to midnight Wednesday night, you get a chance on winning this. I draw for it Thursday morning.
All right.
Okay, so I need you guys to help me get the word out, and I'll put some pictures out of it. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our goal, guys, because you've got everything going on. I want to thank Kelly and Marilyn and Lisa, blah, 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 Holly, for making this just an absolutely wonderful meeting. We'd love to know what you got out of it. We want you to post in the comments. So the more comments you give us in the stream, everybody, the more people will come back and watch it. And there was so much good information here tonight for you. The strawberries, I did not get a chance to do the strawberries, but we are over time, so I won't do it. I will do it tomorrow for you. I'll put the strawberries back in the fridge, but I'll leave everything here downstairs so I can do it for you in the morning. Have a great evening. Go ahead and go date that one more 500 and one 350 party. Just go do it. You're going to be amazed. You can do it. All right. Holly or Lisa, Holly or Marilyn, do you want to add anything? I got Lisa Cox on my brain. She's on vacation. Anything you'd like to add?
There's still lots of time.
Oh, gosh, yes. And Susan just posted she's trying now. And I also want to say, everybody, if you get a minute, just do a fun post on Golden Opportunity. It's Brenda Crawford's 40th wedding anniversary tonight.
Aww.
And that's why Brenda's not with us tonight. She's out celebrating her 40th anniversary. Isn't that so cool?
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I love you dearly. We are going to rock this. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.